to another episode of Game Bros. We know it's not an obscure game review, but another one's probably going to be coming soon. I forgot who this was requested by. I feel kind of bad.
We'll put it right
but
here.
yeah. Whoever it was who requested it, we'll just put the name right here. But we're going to go kind of fast.
Yeah, Blu-ray Collection update. We're just going to go through them all again because we don't even remember which ones we showed last time.
We probably have somewhere around 100 movies here.
Yeah, and these are from our parents and us, so we didn't
my
buy
birthday.
all these.
Yeah, my birthday pickups are going to be in here. I've watched them since that video.
Normally these are like gifts or we bought them really cheap. Yeah, we do not usually spend like a lot of money on these, so it may look like a lot here, but we really didn't spend that much on them.
All right, so I'll start. Okay, so Aliens.
A good one.
Aliens, yeah, a good one. Although the cast and crew, the crew hated him. James Cameron for doing it. Aliens. I believe that it is equal, if not just under or just over, as good as the original Aliens was. This one is directed by James Cameron. The original one was directed by Ridley Scott. It's just a good movie all around. Sigourney Weaver again, and it's rumored that she thinks there's more to the story and that she wants to do another one, so yeah.
Next up, another good one, Pulp Fiction.
Rated number 3 on Watch Mojo's top 10 best movies list. I don't exactly agree, but...
Yeah, I don't exactly agree either. I really like the movie, but I wasn't a fan of the way it jumped around. But I did enjoy, like, the cast, and, like, they were all really good performers. They played their roles, like, perfectly.
Yeah, and Christopher Walken, for what roles he had. I mean,
for, like, the couple of minutes he had, he was really good in this. So, another good one to check out. Not amazing, I don't think. I'm sure many will disagree with me, but I liked it for the most part.
Cowboys and Aliens. Only reason I really wanted to see was because Aliens, Harrison Ford, and Daniel Craig, all wrapped up into one movie. Bond, Han Solo, and Aliens again. So anyways, yeah, it's okay. Wouldn't call it a great movie.
Yeah, definitely not a great
I'd call it a good one at that.
I'd say okay.
I mean, it was just special effects enhanced.
Yeah. Next up, another good one, Good Will Hunting.
At first, I thought this was actually about hunting and not about a person who's like a genius. But then when I saw it, I'm like, hey, I'm actually kind of into this.
Good movie. Go check it out. It's a comedy kind of, but it's definitely pretty serious.
Matt Damon and Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, I think, was amazing in this because he's usually a comedy actor, but he played a great role in this.
This is kind of a movie that proves he can go either way.
Yeah, this movie proved to me that he can do basically anything.
That's a bit far, but...
Well, acting-wise.
Despicable Me. I don't know. I thought it was good like the first time around, and then I convinced our mom to buy it, I guess. And I don't know. I haven't watched it since. It's an okay movie.
I think we watched it on Blu-ray once.
It's an okay movie for when like kids come over and stuff.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie.
Other than that, we don't really watch it.
Kind of enjoyable. I'm just gonna put these next 3 together just to save time. The Evil Dead / Army of Darkness movies. So we got all 3 of them on Blu-ray here. The first one. Classic, although super low budget. Still really entertaining. Definitely quirky.
Still considered one of the best, most iconic horror movies ever.
And then Evil Dead 2 is almost considered a remake, but not exactly. Just bigger budget. It stays pretty true to the original, but there's some major changes. And then Army of Darkness is my favorite. It's the has the highest production value. I think it's the most entertaining, and it's directed by Sam Raimi, who directed the Spider-Man movies, which I'm not a fan of, but we'll talk about that later.
A Nightmare on Elm Street, classic 80s horror movie, which has Johnny Depp at an extremely young age. It's Nightmare on Elm Street. Not much you have to say. Freddy Krueger, named by the main antagonist, tries to kill teens. I'll just leave it at that because there's more you could say, but he kills teens in their sleep, which is kind of based off what he did when he was alive. So,
all right, next up, Shutter Island. It's a Martin Scorsese movie, and it's kind of different from most of them. To me, it feels a little more accessible, I guess, than most. Most of his seem really like excessively violent or or have a lot of language in them, which I find fine, but I know there's a lot of people that wouldn't like that kind of stuff. But this one seems like a Martin Scorsese movie that a lot of people would enjoy. I thought it was amazing. Definitely pretty creepy at some parts. Just a well-rounded movie. Definitely, it felt a little more Hollywood. It felt like it was trying to appeal to more people.
District 9. At first, I thought, okay, this movie seems alright. And then I realized that the special effects in this was actually kind of amazing, to be honest. The robots in it, just like everything about it. I mean, the story behind it is sad, and at the end...
Don't spoil it.
Yeah. But at the end, it's just like a really... It's a good story.
Yeah, I've actually grown to like this movie. At first, I didn't really like it, but now I kind of...
Yeah, Kaz's not really onto that sci-fi stuff unless it comes to something like Star Wars, and even that he's not all that into, but, he and I have both grown to like it.
Next up, we're gonna try and go through this a bit quicker. Jaws, I'm sure most of you have seen it. Steven Spielberg, I think one of his best movies. Just really good suspense.
The Hunger Games.
You all know it.
What else do I have to say? I mean, it literally came out like 2 years ago, so yeah. Jennifer Lawrence.
2012, pretty mediocre. Well, honestly, the story wasn't that good, but the special effects were pretty insane. Kind of fun to watch the first time around. I probably won't watch it again.
Yeah, and if all that happened because of tectonic plates, then why haven't tectonic plates done that already? So.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen already.
Robot Chicken Star Wars. Freaking hilarious. It's only 45 minutes long, but I paid
perfect amount of time.
Yeah. For Robot Chicken, like kind of feature length thing, even though feature length usually means like an hour and a half. Freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I think we watched it like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's definitely funny. Next up, another funny one. Step Brothers. I've probably seen this like 3 or 4 times. It's just hilarious.
It's funny as it was the first time you watched it every time.
Yeah, it's inappropriate, like insanely inappropriate.
That's why it's so funny though.
But it's really funny. I would definitely recommend at least watching it once. I've seen it. Yeah, like I've said, Derek and I have probably seen it a couple times, and it never gets old.
Got that drum set scene. Gone with the Wind. Literally 3 hours and 53 minutes. Have not seen it. Only seen clips of it in social studies class last year. It's good. A lot of these actors actually died at a pretty young age, which is common for that time. Has nothing to do with the actual movie. Just like adding that in.
Next up, Gattaca. This is a underrated movie. I don't really hear it talked about that much. I saw it in biology last year. I liked it. Like I said, I think it's underrated. I think anybody should watch this. It's not for everyone, but at least try it. I think it's a great movie.
Here are my birthday pickups once again.
Flash through these really quick.
But I do have some opinions to give on each movie because I've seen every single Alfred Hitchcock movie in this collection except for Vertigo. Alright, so Psycho, basically everybody's heard about that. The Birds basically grew up watching that in a wooden log cabin. Rear Window, really awesome thriller, pretty gripping.
I liked it.
And North by Northwest, Kyle hasn't seen this, but it's basically about a guy who gets mistaken for a government agent, and then he's like on this whole like kidnapping thing going across the country. So if you can get your hands on this collection for like $40, then definitely get it.
Yeah, they're all like amazing movies. Next up, The Road Warriors. Mel Gibson's one of his first movies. The original is called Mad Max. I think they're either making a video game or a sequel or something. They're making like a video game for it, so I have no idea what that's about. But
yeah, I think they are.
This was pretty entertaining. I didn't think there was much there to the story per se, but it was cool to watch all like these trucks and stuff like crash and race, and like it's all real. Like none of it's special effects, so it's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I liked it. Haven't seen the original or the third one.
Citizen Kane. I have now seen this, and I do agree that it is one of the greatest movies ever made. I'm glad that I got the Ultimate Edition. And honestly, the ending, not going to spoil anything.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But I gotta say, I think Orson Welles pulled it off extremely well. It was pretty sentimental.
Okay. I'll go with this one next. Total Recall, one of my favorite action movies. Just fantastic. I mean, it's so fun. It's sci-fi. Arnold Schwarzenegger. So there's gonna be those one-liners. I think we did a review on this movie a while ago. So if you're curious about this movie, go check out that. I think we did a pretty good job with it. It was definitely a long time ago, though.
All right, Indiana Jones: The Completed Adventures.
All three movies.
All three movies. You know, and then there's the bonus features. Totally not any crappy movie.
There's definitely no 2000s one.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No, from 2008. I may be being referred to as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull by any chance. So yeah, I haven't watched any of these on Blu-ray.
But we've seen them all. They're all fantastic. Yeah. All three of them.
All three.
Don't watch that other one.
Three.
Don't watch the other one, please. We're trying to forget it even exists.
Still kind of mad about the design though.
Yeah. This one's a good one. Another Martin Scorsese, Raging Bull. Like I was saying before, when I was talking about Shutter Island, most of his movies are really intense. This is no exception. Shutter Island is one of the few exceptions, but he just makes really serious movies, but they always turn out like insanely good. They're always, I don't know, for me they're always really fascinating, really intense. Yeah, I don't even like boxing that much. This movie's not even really about boxing. It's about this guy who's a boxer.
It's an Italian family.
Yeah, so it's intense. I definitely check it out though. Robert De Niro did a great job, and definitely a classic.
The Social Network, Blu-ray 2-disc collection. Me and Kyle watched this.
I think I fell asleep, but that was not because I didn't like the movie. It was because I was tired.
Yeah. Kyle said before I offered him to watch this that he didn't really want to watch it all that bad, and then when they started getting into the whole like rating women and stuff, and like all the really technologically kind of advanced ways that Facebook was created, Kyle got like pretty into this, so I think he needs to watch it all the way through.
Yeah, probably. Okay, let's try and speed this up a little bit more. Truman Show, Jim Carrey. This is another one that
one of his best performances.
It proves that he is not just a comedy actor. Even though there is quite a bit of comedy in this one, it's also pretty serious too. Definitely a good one. Check it out. It's cheap.
And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All right. The collector's edition on Blu-ray, once again, because obviously this is Blu-ray collection, of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, featuring starring Jack Nicholson.
Such a good movie.
This movie is just, for a movie about a mental asylum, it makes you laugh. Like, Jack Nicholson does such a good job of being creepy.
Yeah,
like
it makes
he
you
did
laugh,
in The
it
Shining.
makes you cry. It's like, it's one of those movies that's like an all-in-one, like, it has the wide span of emotion.
Even the back says funny, shocking, powerful, a film of almost elemental force. That sums it up right there.
Basically, our review is just go see it and watch it over and over.
Winner of 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture in 1975.
So yeah, there you go.
That proves it.
This one is The Green Mile / Forrest Gump. It's a 2-disc package.
2 great movies.
It's been so long since I've seen Forrest Gump. I know it's a great movie, but
I have not seen Green
I need
Mile.
to watch it again. Green Mile is really good, though. Not amazing. I do have a couple problems with the movie, but overall, I mean, it made me cry, and very few movies make me cry. So, it's not a bad thing either. But it's such a good movie. It makes you care for the characters so much. So yeah, Green Mile, amazing. Forrest Gump, amazing. Just need to watch it again.
Okay. The Christopher Nolan collector's, the director's collection comes with 5 Blu-ray. Oh my god, why do I even say that anymore, honestly? It comes with 5 movies. It comes with The Dark Knight, so Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Inception, Memento, and Insomnia. I've only, however, seen Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Inception I saw once, but
it's been too long.
It's been so long that I forgot the entire plot altogether. So yeah, picked it up for $5. It's $50 now. Ha.
Harry Potter. Which one is this one? Deathly Hallows Part 2.
That's the very last movie.
don't really care.
Uh,
I'm sure Derek does, though.
Probably the best Harry Potter movie out of all of them. I don't know. My two personal favorites are this one and The Chamber of Secrets. I know you're like into The Prisoner of Azkaban.
I only like the first three. Like those, I don't know. For some reason, those are like the only ones I really watched, and it's just because when I was a kid, we watched them, and those are the only ones I really care about. After that, I lose interest.
The Sorcerer's Stone was okay. The Chamber of Secrets is better.
Who's the one with the pink lady? Like the one that dresses in pink.
That's Professor Umbridge, and that's in Order of the Phoenix, which is movie number 5.
Okay, it was either Goblet of Fire or that one where I just like lost interest altogether.
Yeah, that one just seemed too long for no reason.
This next one's a weird one. Badlands. It has Martin Sheen, so Charlie Sheen's dad, and Sissy Spacek, who was Carrie.
Who was Carrie.
Yeah, I mean, it was an okay movie. I don't think I fully understood it, so definitely not a kid movie. It's definitely an adult movie. Not that there's that much like adult content in it. It's just like kind of an odd story. I think I'm just too young to appreciate it, honestly.
Right. The Lego Movie comes with Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copies.
That was surprisingly good.
Yeah. Kyle gave it a 9 out of 10. And for an animated Lego Movie, well, of course, then again, it is a feature film. And
well, to be honest, though, I wasn't really expecting much of anything. So when I saw that, it like widely exceeded every expectation I had.
I used to think stop motion videos were good, and even though this is animated,
it looks like
it comes so close to it looks so much like stop motion, and the story is just so good that I just love watching this movie. I don't even care if people say it's a kids movie. It's great for everyone.
All right, T2 beats the original, I think. Even though I think the original is a great movie, you should watch the first one. For some reason, we don't have it on Blu-ray. But the second one is just like so fantastic. It's so fun to watch. I've probably seen it like 5 or 6 times.
Wait, what is that?
If you haven't seen
T2. Yeah,
if you haven't seen it, just go see it. I hate this Blu-ray cover though. I think it sucks, but
it's the best out of the 2 movies.
Yeah, don't even watch.
Just 2.
Don't watch the third one, and definitely don't watch the fourth one. Just stick with the original 2. This one's great. But watch first and second one. They're both good. Whoops.
And in my personal collection, like the other ones that I've been putting over here, Goodfellas, $10, worth so much more than that. Even Roger Ebert gave it 4 stars and called it the best mafia movie ever, and that's just because it is. If you haven't seen this movie,
so good.
Just watch it. I mean, honestly, Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, and a Martin Scorsese. Don't forget Robert. Usual Robert De Niro. Yeah, I know. I was saying because he's a Martin Scorsese usual. And yeah, they all do such a great job in this. So watch that.
Another Steven Spielberg one, Schindler's List. This one is just so good.
I hope we have some funny movies
again,
to show after this.
Yeah, I know. I hope, but the end.
We do.
Got me crying again, and honestly, guys. It's pretty hard. Derek knows it's pretty hard to get me to cry.
Yeah.
So yeah, that says something when a movie makes me cry. This is just such a fantastic movie. It's long. It's 3.5 hours. I recommend watching it in 2 different sittings. Just split it half and half, I think, or watch the whole thing. But it's just so fantastic. Definitely a sad movie, but also, I think. It definitely brings the Holocaust to life. It gives you an idea of what it was really like, and I think it's amazing. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, Kyle, I know that was like I know that was like a moment for you, but we only have 10 minutes left, so we better hurry this up. I know. Right. Next is a funny movie. It's Ted. Ironically, the first time I saw this movie was at the Great Wolf Lodge, which is a kid's place.
That's so ironic.
And I saw it in one of the rooms. So yeah, Ted, freaking hilarious. Directed by Seth MacFarlane, and for any of you who have been living under a rock, that is also the creator of Family Guy and American Dad. So yeah, freaking hilarious. Just get it. Just watch it.
All right, Fifth Element, 90s action sci-fi with Bruce Willis.
Can't get over it.
Makes for an epic movie. Just watch it. It's so cool. Just it's so fun to watch. Just watch it.
If you like digging into people to find stuff hidden there, then watch that movie.
Yeah, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight Rises.
Man, let's just flash the rest of these. Unless we really want to talk about it.
I've seen every movie in the Dark Knight trilogy by Christopher Nolan, so yeah. It's another movie in his Batman
Argo
trilogy.
was good. I don't know if I'd watch it again. It was pretty good though.
The Hangover Part 2, not as good as the first, still good, however, medium number of laughs. I mean, everybody from the last movie, really.
Big with Tom Hanks. Funny movie, classic Tom Hanks. Fun to watch over and over again. So
Extremely
yeah,
hokey.
check this one out. Yeah, it is hokey.
Bolt.
I bought that I think at a 7-Eleven for like $5 or $10.
Disney.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Just Disney.
Marley is it's a documentary about Bob Marley. It's good if you're into Bob Marley, which it's good even if you're not. I liked it, and I don't really listen to Bob Marley all that often. So check it out. I'm not sure I'd buy it though.
To choke out Blade Runner.
Whoa. Awesome freaking movie.
Awesome freaking.
I've seen this probably 6 or 7 times, and it never gets old. I have to admit, though, after watching it this many times, you kind of start to notice some of the flaws with it, but I think it's still a fantastic movie. One of my favorites. Harrison Ford's probably best performance, even though he'd probably not say that because he had a miserable time filming it because it was an awful shoot. But yeah, definitely a classic. You should watch
it. And then Kyle's going to talk about this one, and then we're going to share the next one.
Jobs. I don't get why people give Ashton Kutcher crap. This was a fantastic movie. You may not like it a whole lot if you're not interested in Apple or like the history of Apple. I don't really like Apple's current products, but I was fascinated by the history of it, and definitely does a good job of that.
If I was the designer for the cover art, I want to actually write the title.
I did a video on this one, so if you want to hear about it, check that out.
If I was on that job, I want to actually write the title of the movie. I would just say no right click.
You're such a troll.
Wait, yeah.
No right click?
Yeah, no right click.
Really?
Yeah.
Shawshank
Redemption. Me and Carl are going to share talking about this one because honestly, it's just a great movie.
I love it.
It deserves its place on IMDb. It's the top rated movie.
It's so good.
Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman, can't really beat that. When you get the soulful voice of Morgan Freeman along with Tim Robbins, you really just can't beat this one. So
watch it. Back to the Future, all 3. This is the collection. What is there to say? I'm sure almost all of you have seen these movies. First is obviously the best. Although actually I don't know. I like the second one a lot too. So for me, I think the first and second are tied. I couldn't really get into the third one, but yeah. Great set of movies anyway. Check it out.
Thumbs up this video if you're hopeful for the Michael J. Fox Foundation to actually make real power laces next year.
Wait, are you serious? They're gonna
Dude, they said in 2015 they might.
Really?
I mean, that's when the second movie took place.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Lord of the Rings. I'm going to talk about this because Kyle won't.
Come on, hurry it up.
Okay, Fellowship of the Ring, awesome, seen it so many times. Two Towers and Return of the King, probably I've watched both of them in one night, but it was a 9-hour phenomenon. So, these movies are just freaking amazing. Peter Jackson's a genius.
Okay, I don't think there's much to say about the rest of these, so let's just go through them as fast as possible. Man of Steel, didn't really like it. I'm sure some of you did, but I didn't care for it really at all. Universal Soldier, still haven't seen it yet. It's still in its wrapping. Classic 80s action, hopefully, with Van Damme. He's pretty awesome, so I can't wait to see that.
Warm Bodies, good movie.
I did like that one. Yes Man, another good one. Not as good as Liar Liar. It's kind of like the opposite of that, but still fun to watch. Funny.
Sweeney Todd looks like the person who was afraid of Freddy Krueger turned into Freddy Krueger in real life.
That one was pretty good too. Princess Bride, classic 80s, directed by Rob Reiner. Who's in it? Who's the kid in it? I don't know. I can't remember his name. He's barely in it. Wait.
We have 5 minutes.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. Wow, I can't. Oh, Savage.
Spider-Man.
What's his name? What's his first name?
This is Spider-Man 1, evidently. They had to put the 1 down there. All right. Yeah.
Kid from
Spider-Man.
the Wonder Years. Savage. Oh, well, let's go.
Fred
Savage. There we go.
Right.
He is in part of it.
Skyfall 007. Freaking 007 Skyfall. Freaking great movie. It has Daniel Craig again. Daniel Craig has not been fired from the spot of James Bond, and I doubt he will anytime soon.
The Sixth Sense, probably M. Night Shyamalan's only really good movie. Because M. Night Shyamalan has been doing crap lately. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But, yeah, this one was fantastic. It's been a while, but I'm not going to spoil the ending. It's a really good twist.
Last Stand, this is my town. It's not going out without a fight.
It was like classic 80s action, like returning to Hollywood. It was so cool. I mean, it wasn't a good movie by any means, but it was fun to watch.
And Johnny Knoxville is in it. He's freaking hilarious.
Beetlejuice. This is such a weird movie. It's a Tim Burton movie. Pretty interesting. Kind of funny. One of the few PG movies I've seen with the F-bomb in it, so that was funny.
Space Nuts. No, just kidding. Spaceballs. It's a good, funny movie, I guess. For the 80s and for it being a parody on Star Wars by Mel Brooks. I mean, of course, it's Mel Brooks because it's a parody. So.
It was definitely funny. And then the last one here.
Cannot get into it.
Really?
I'm sorry.
The Big Lebowski?
I mean, the dude, I mean, he's cool and all. And I mean, there were funny moments in there.
Don't
but
mess
honestly,
with the Jesus.
Oh wait, that guy was
okay,
freaking.
I gotta say,
that guy was freaking.
I can't say it in the accent, but
don't mess with the Jesus.
I like this movie. I think it's hilarious. It's a Coen Brothers movie. Check it out. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of adult. It is R. But yeah, it's fun to watch. I think. I liked it.
So yeah, that is our Blu-ray collection. Sorry if we repeated some stuff. We've gone a ton since our last Blu-ray collection, which was, I believe, in December of maybe, yeah.
Would have been last year.
So yeah, that's
it.
Everything we got.
Sorry we rambled, though. Hopefully you got some ideas about movies you want to see.
We only chose the stuff that we wanted to talk about, left the rest out because we knew we'd probably already gone over them.
So yeah. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another video soon.
Bye-bye.